Let's get into the cards today. What has changed between you and your person and your energy? What's happened? I know you guys must be feeling some kind of a shift, right? That's why you tuned into this channel. You were drawn here. It wasn't a mistake, it was on purpose. What is it you need to hear? What has happened with you and your person? What has the shift been? Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords, the escape. We're going to go ahead and call it the Great Escape. I think what's happened between you guys, kind of shocking, but is it really? I mean, I know you seem like, oh, I didn't see this coming, maybe not, but you know what? Your spirit knew. Your spirit knew something was going to happen. You're just getting out of the Mercury retrograde season. We still have till May 13th before the shadow period is even gone. So we still have time. And you got out of the eclipse. You got out of the full moon. You know, just so much is happening. Of course, you're going to be having surprises. Of course, you're going to be having shifts. But did you see this coming, Seven of Swords? Now, your person is keeping something from you. You sense the change. What is it? What is this secret? What are they hiding? What is your person trying to get away with? So we've got the Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups. Excuse my voice, guys. Being sick, you know. Ace of Cups, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I see you all. Hi Doja, Markers, Eat Me, and Steven. So good to see you. Princess Puff. Hi there, girl. So, number one, this thing that they're hiding from you, which is really annoying. This, hey Ellen, I reached out to you, girl. We just can't touch base at the same time. But I'll get back to you on Skype later, okay? We'll come up with another time. So this guy, this girl, whoever you're dealing with, really stressing you out here with this Knight of Wands. You know, coming into your life, coming out of your life, pushing you away with this kind of energy. And they're trying to move on. They're just like, God, can we get over the quick little burst of arguments? Can we get over whatever just happened? And you're like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. What do you mean, can we get over what happened? You don't just storm in with this kind of big energy and then let it dissipate so quickly. Like, what is your problem? Seven of Cups, I'm confused. Okay, mystified. My head's in the clouds here. What happened? Explain to me. Now we've got different options, different choices. I can do A, B, and C with you, but you're not making it clear. Ace of Cups, you know, can we just be happy? Can we just be happy for a little while? Three of Wands here, expectation, Five of Pence, Four of Cups. They feel like it's done. Missed opportunity, it's over. We're in despair here, you know, that's it. Three of Wands. Like, they expected it to be good and then bad. This is their own projection, not yours. They project it to be good, then bad. That's on them. Wow, you could be dealing with a twin flame energy. Don't we just love that here on this channel? We just love that. Then you've got the Knight of Cups. You know, they're confusing you. Honestly, what's changed is them. You haven't changed. You're the same person you've always been, and you're like, hello, I'm Three of Wands. You get what you see. I'm honest with you. I tell you who I am. I tell you what I want. I tell you what I expect. If you're getting any kind of negative vibes from me, it's because you're giving those negative vibes. I've been nothing but upfront and honest. I would love for us to be happy. But you got to stop playing games. 7 of Cups. And that's really where you're at. So you might step away. Maybe they're stepping away. You guys can do the math. But frankly, my dear, I don't give a darn anymore what's going on, what's happening. I'm not a fan of it. All right. What is the big main issue here that you guys, let's just go ahead and say, bumped heads about? This is kind of what's changed. All right. Communication. You guys got into something over the phone or text message. You know, whatever it was, you guys were having a conversation. It didn't go well, or somebody got rubbed the wrong way, or something was said, and maybe that's what happened. It could also be maybe you guys were talking and everything was fine. You guys were having a good communication. But then, where did they go? 7 of Swords, mystified. Where did you go? Where did you disappear to? Whatever this energy is like you came in hot and heavy. You charged in for me. You wanted to see me. You wanted this. You pursued this. And I gave it to you. We got over some kind of argument, fight, or separation or whatever. You're like, we got over it. And then after all that, you want to leave me hanging here, confused, not knowing where you're at, how you feel, what you want. How could you come in and communicate with me or see me, whatever, and then not completely disappear, but play games? So anyways, is this, okay, this is what's happening. It either resonates with you or it doesn't. It's just going to be, you know, very simple. Very, very simple. What does Spirit want to say in this connection about your issues? Spirit, can you please use these cards to say a little bit more about the communication that went down, or lack thereof, perhaps? So we have love-like people aren't total a-holes. So that's what happened. You loved them. You talked to them. You spoke to them. You texted them like they never did anything wrong, which wasn't true because they did. But you let it go, 6 of Swords. You forgave them anyways. And here you are chatting it up, talking to them, giving them another shot, right? Giving them another chance. And then they play games again. Of course you've been hurt. People can be stupid, selfish, destructive. Yeah. But choosing to live with you with your hands up, your fists up, and waiting for this a-hole and everyone to come out and insults you from the brilliance in people. I'm sorry, insulates you from the brilliance in people. You'll be a force to be reckoned with if you love people with tenderness and ferocity of someone who's digging for the gold in everyone. So this is really just saying, look for the best in everyone, not the worst in everyone. And that's the problem. And Spirit's like, you've been seeing the best in your person. You're like, I just want to see nothing but the best in them. I just want to forgive them, Steph. I want to look past their errors. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human. I really just want to move on. I'm glad they came back, and I'm glad we're talking. Why is this getting me the short end of the stick? Why, when all I'm shooting for here, the door I'm choosing is love, forgiveness? And in response, like what I expected, we're going to have a hard time. And you're like, I'm trying not to expect that. I'm trying to look the other way. Well, you are, and it's not your fault. The problem is your person is not. Your person is not looking the other way. Your person expects for BS to pop off. So let's see what Spirit wants to say about your person, because this is for you. What's your person's issues? Spirit, what is this person's issue? Please show me this person's problems. Thou shalt not judge, because thou hast effed up before too. So your person is very judgy. How shame on them, sitting here judging you when they're the ones that have always messed up, and you're not. You're forgiving. That's clear. It's in the cards. They're not. You are. They may not think you are, though. They may think that you're holding a grudge. You might have brought something up that rubbed them the wrong way, and they're mad at you now. Maybe you brought something up in the past, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Hey, you escaped responsibility in the past. You didn't do right by us. You abandoned me. You rejected me. You left me shortchanged, shorthanded. You did me dirty in some way. That really hurt me. You might just be expressing something from the past that really hurt you. Maybe it was a meme, a TikTok, an Instagram video. Maybe it was a short. Maybe it was just something you said in text. Whatever you did, it rubbed them the wrong way, and they took immediate offense to it. They felt judged, and they judged you. And they're like, I can't believe you're not getting over my past. And you're like, how am I going to get over it? You haven't even fixed it. What steps have you taken to fix the problem? And you're like, I'm bringing it up because you're not dealing with it, Seven of Swords. I'm just bringing it up because you're the one, beating around the bush, avoiding that conversation, avoiding the efforts that you need to take to fix the situation. But you want to get mad because I'm still upset because I brought it up. Why? Because it's not fixed. You're not going to pretend anymore. Maybe there was a time where you were pretending. Oh, it's fine. It's really not fine. They need to fix a situation here at the Twin Flames. When they see themselves thinking someone's a real a-hole, they need to take a moment and contemplate all the times they were a real a-hole. Get a whole different perspective, right? Yeah, Spirit's like, they need a whole nother perspective. And this is probably why you're Eight of Cupping the situation and stepping out, because shame on them. Spirit, what do you see happening for this couple in the near upcoming future? And what I mean by that, guys, is like 2 weeks. Okay. What is coming up for this couple in the next couple weeks? What do you see in these cards? All right, so we see justice, balancing in the scales. Libra energy, we're finally going to get some justice. I think you deserve it. You've certainly earned it. You deserve justice. Go get it. That's awesome. Spirit's like, you're going to get justice in a couple weeks. You're going to get to go in a new direction. All right. Let's see what else you're going to get in the next 2 weeks. Show me justice. Justice is the new direction, but what else is justice? Can we have some details? What does that look like? Deception. You're going to get some justice about some deception about a relationship. All right. What does that mean, Steph? It means this. If you were part of a deception and you were a secret, you're going to get some justice because you've been a secret. Number 2, if someone's been seeing you and treating you unfairly in a commitment, the justice is you're going to have some kind of a fair analysis about the lies they've told. So someone's going to hear about the lies, and that's going to bring some kind of judgment and justice on to the liar. Okay? And I feel like justice is also no longer hiding behind the truth. Just putting it out there, being more open and honest about it. And you're not trying to be offensive. You just want to be real. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we got to be cautious about hurting people's feelings and being like really overly an a-hole. But there's nothing wrong with you just stating your feelings and facts to the person that you have a problem with in a loving way. And lastly, what does it mean? It means this. If someone has been lying about you, justice is coming out. Their lies are going to get exposed. And the divine feminine gets the justice. Whoops. Male or female. The divine feminine gets to have her name washed, cleaned, purified. Whatever you said is vilified. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be seen as the liar, the deceiver. Their shame is going to be brought up to the surface. And believe me, when they are embarrassed about the deception they've been lying about with you, they're going to have to compromise with you. That's going to be a must. Another thing that just came to my mind that this deception could mean, they could be lying about how they feel about a commitment with you. They could have been in some kind of denial. And you're going to get justice on that. Okay. Let's see what I could pull out. Spirit, can I have some more details for the people that are watching me about exactly how that's going to look for my person that's watching? How does this look, this justice and the unveiling of the truth? What does that start to look like? Oh, number one, that 7 of Cups up there gets turned upside down on its head. Hi, Enlightened D. You're new to the channel. Welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to have you. So the illusions, the lies, the confusion, yeah, that's upside down on its head. The Ace of Wands, I really want to turn it upright. I feel like that's what it is. We're going to be having an exciting new beginning and a fresh new start. This is going to be passionate. It's the birth of new ideas and a new creation. It's going to look like that. It's going to look like you're going to be a little defensive, and you should be. It's going to look very defensive. It's going to look like you're upset that you really don't get a new beginning the way you wanted it. Sometimes it's a surprise. You didn't see it coming. How could you see it coming? How were you supposed to know what was going to happen and when it was going to happen? You tried your best, but how are you supposed to know? This is undecided, needing to take a break and a step away from the situation so you can see things more clearly. 3 of Swords, the broken heart, deception again, deception, deception, frustration from the deception, frustration and jealousy. The Empress, wanting to be wife, wanting to be mother of children, wanting to be married, wanting to reunite, wanting to have a happy house and a happy home. The Wheel of Fortune is here, elevation of money, an overseas trip, the completion of a phase. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. What I'm hearing is, why do you always have to make things so difficult? This person that you're dealing with, honestly, creating the problem. It really isn't you here. You're trying to be positive and optimistic, forgiving and moving ahead. But there's a few things that you need. You need them to show you that their changes have been made. You need them to literally take some action on living in a new paradigm. And when they're not doing that, you're calling them out. Not in a mean way, but more of like in a reminding way where you're saying, hey, I know we had to talk about this 6 months ago. And I know you said you were going to change things and things were going to be better, but it hasn't gotten better. You know, some times went by and I don't really see how you've improved in our connection, in our job, in our whatever we have going on, family. And I think you just want to tell this person, where's your effort? Promised me some effort. All I see is smoke and mirrors. All I see is promises. All I see is cheap talk, or, you know, talk is cheap. I don't see the action. Are you going to come forward, like you said? Are you going to show up? Are you going to be there? Are you going to face off with what you need to deal with? Perhaps it's, are you going to leave that karmic situation like you said you were? Perhaps it's, are you going to show up for our children like you said you were? Are you going to make more time for me like you said you were? Does that ring a bell? Is that hitting home with these cards? There's definitely the death and an ending of a situation like this or a relationship, because you're not really wanting to be deceived anymore. And God, you want that new beginning. You can almost taste it. You really want to have that fresh new start with them, but they're the ones making it difficult. With that Five of Pentacles buried under there, that is painful rejection, isolation, hopelessness. You even got the Four Cups. I know there's a lot of heartbreak, clearly Three of Swords, in this connection. You're tired of being heartbroken. You're tired of being frustrated. You're tired of hopes that get crashed. I really feel like this person always gets your hopes up. And then there's always the disappointment. I don't see you crushed or distraught to the point of like, you know, no repair. I feel that you're sad. But I feel that you're very strong with the Empress and the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're just looking out for yourself. You are healthy. You're of healthy, sound mind and body. You're creating good boundaries for yourself. I feel like you're going to make the right choices for you. And I honestly feel like more than anything, you still, even through all this, at the end of the day, it's like a final thought. Even though all this has happened, I would love to still make up with you and have some kind of a future. You know, this is that twin flame energy, you know, it's the enduring. So even through all of this, you're very disappointed. And they are fighting you on this, and you're let down again. And I'm glad you're strong. I don't see a weak person, and I don't see a damaged person. I just see a person that is hurt, that here we are again. And really the biggest problem today in this reading is, why is this person a constant disappointment? Let's see how this person really feels and what actions they're going to take to you. How does this person really feel? about my collective, and what kind of actions are they going to take? Please don't give yourself to anyone else. I can feel you and it tears me apart, even knowing it's a possibility I could lose you forever. I'm constantly seeing signs connected to you. Okay, so they're seeing that twin flame connection. I do check up on you to see what you're doing. I just get insecure when it comes to you, and I'm nervous and I'm overwhelmed. Okay, well, there comes a point in time where we just have to say, honey, get over it. Get over your insecurity. Grow up. It's time. Bottom of the deck, I feel like you deserve way more. Of course you do. Of course you do. You're an empress. You don't deserve this. Absolutely not. What I feel that I'm channeling that is an intuitive psychic hit for why you're experiencing some of these issues. And I'm glad that this reading came up so we could talk about it for a second. You didn't really know, but you know now that you're viewing them like a child. That's either going to hit home and you're going to go, boom, that's it, needle on the head. Or, whatever, like, I got it. That's it. That's it. I treat them like a child. Or B, it's going to hit you like, what? I don't do that. There is definitely the energy here where they are being seen spiritually as immature, childish, childlike, less than you in ways of intelligence, less than you in ways of spirituality, less than you in many other ways. And the reason that's a problem is because you're going to keep projecting and manifesting an immature, childlike partner. That's why it's a problem. So I'm not telling you to come down on you. I'm telling you to help you erase that state of mind and that subconscious. So you can do your own work and you can erase it. Because I know you don't want to see your significant other or your twin flame like a child. I know that's not how you want to see them. And I know that, hey, when people disappoint you, Seven of Swords deception like they have, when they've let you down, when they don't keep promises, you lose trust, you lose faith in them. And they do become this kind of childlike creature to you. And you're just like, wow, when are you going to evolve? But can I say this? Yes, thank you, Eli. Change our self-concept. You have to acknowledge the spirituality in your partner. You're going to have to look at them and just be like, I see it. I see your spiritual higher self. Because if you don't see it, you're never going to see it. Also, whenever you think you're higher up on your Empress throne and you are far strides ahead, spiritually, emotionally, whatever, in your growth, you probably are. Because I'm not here to doubt you and say, oh, that's not true. No, it's true. You are. But you know why you're still even with your partner? Because the areas that you stride in, if that's a word, the areas that you are successful in, they are not. But I can promise you, they are your equal. They are successful in areas that you are not. Be that financial stability, be that credit, be that work ethic and mentality, providing stability, security with their own self, being committed into a relationship or marriage, choosing a partner that is long-term, doing the work day in and day out, could be physical work, mental work, whatever, but they are strides ahead of you in other aspects. And I know that's hard to feel like, what? You mean I'm not perfect? Yeah, I mean you're not perfect. I also mean that where you're failing, they're ahead of you. So when you catch yourself with your empressness, Remind yourself they may be immature and very underdeveloped in the spiritual or emotional realm, but they are definitely grown, even more so than you in another realm. Those were examples. They don't have to be just what I said, but there are examples, that you could think of for your own self of how they are doing well in some areas and you're not. So this is just a reminder of yourself, that that's where you're at to get you through that subconscious idea that they're a child or they're immature. Because as soon as you start projecting, I am your mother, I am your mother, listen to me. As soon as you start projecting that, the relationship goes haywire. And there's this unbalance. We do need to balance the scales with this beautiful Libra card. So we've got justice, and it's like we got to balance the scales. We cannot have someone that is high on a throne and someone that's low. We can't come into union. We can't communicate. This isn't working. So this is the mentality. Just find yourself in a different state. I want you to imagine your person grown, mature, and as your equal, because they are in another way. What are they hiding in that shadow that you have problems with? Because you're the one over here, like your twin, having so many issues with this person. What is it? What are their issues that they're trying to deal with that's making you see the bad side of them? Bottom of the deck, part of their biggest problem, the overall bottom line, is they're living an illusion. They are not in reality. In fact, they need a drastic reality check. Whatever they think is stable, good in their life, consistent, wrong. This is dead wrong. Stubborn and dead wrong in the water. They are living an illusion and they are trying to disillusion other people. Also, the heart of the matter is ruthlessness. They have very little patience. We got that with their judginess because we got that judge card. Thou shalt not judge because you have effed up before too. They are ultra judgy. And they're not very nice. As soon as they dish out judgment to people, they're not very nice. They are also dealing with vengefulness. They punish you. They punish you with love, meaning they pull their love away, or they pull communication away, or they give you the silent treatment. That is their punishment. It's ruthless and it's vengeful and it is immature. I'm not saying they're not immature. I'm just saying that there needs to be balance. But they are immature in the fact that they can't just have a conversation with you about some issues that you guys all have. When you bring it out into the open and you're just like, hey, no shade, no hate, but this is what's going down and these are the actions. And you know what? They hurt me. They're hurting me even still. 4 cups, which you see it's buried down there. I'm trying to grab it. Right there. You're like, hey, you hurt me, honey. Like, this is an issue. This is a problem. You're, like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do this, but here we are again. I've been waiting and, promises. As soon as you bring anything up like that, even in a gentle, loving Empress kind of way, they just bark at you. They just get mad. They might shoot an angry text back at you. They might say, okay, whatever, have a good day, hang up and disappear. Like, you're just frustrated. You're just like, wow, apparently I can't bring up anything. Apparently we can't have good communication, 10 of Swords. And all you want to do is make peace and tackle what needs to be tackled with the devil. You're like, all I want to do is move on from our karmics, our karmas, and our problems. Again, why are they making it so difficult? You poor thing. Take a big breath. You're going to get through this. Okay? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen for your best and highest good, my love. You're going to climb out of your mess. You're going to climb out of your brokenness, your broken heart. You're going to be okay. You really are. You're going to make it on the other end of this. Yes, these are rough, rocky waters, but you're going to make it through this other end. And you're going to be all right. The Six of Swords is really saying, finally, we can start to see the troubles being left behind with the Six of Swords. But this has a lot to do with the Eight of Cups. And it shows a boat being loaded up with everything that's left, everything that's remaining from a very troubled time, and pushing the boat through rough waters, okay? And trying to get to the smooth. It's time for recovery. It's time to leave the past behind us. It's time to begin a new journey with a more positive outlook on life and stop dealing with the pressure and the arguments and the frustration of this connection. It's time to move forwards. You've got the Six of Swords twice. That's why I'm really harping on it, okay? These are both Six of Swords. This is my deck. This is traditional. All right? But this is finally flying above the problem and flying off into the sunset. Like, we're done. We have some closure on hard times. So you may feel exhausted mentally and physically, but help is here and there is aid, and you're leaving a destructive past behind you, and it's time because you've grown. You're like, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. You're thinking of leaving them behind so you could go into the next phase of your life. And that's why you're showing up here as the Empress. And you are respecting yourself, honey. I'm so proud of you. You're absolutely creating healthy standards and boundaries. You're not a pushover. You're not going to be emotionally beat up anymore. All right? You're not going to sit here and just suck it all up, twin flame or not. You're just like, this is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I'm going straight towards happiness and healing. Like, I don't want to deal with this hot mess anymore. You're willing to cooperate. You're willing to compromise, but they need to stand up and do something righteous. And that's the Justice card. And earlier we got the prediction. They are going to get justice for you because the deception about commitment is going to come to the forefront. And they're going to be confronted with the truth about how they really feel about you and the lies and deceptions they've spun, anything about you. You know, that Seven of Cups really coming in tells you finally have options. I know you've been emotionally abandoned, maybe even physically. I know there's some financial circumstances that have left you feeling less than whole. You've been rejected, and to a point where humiliation is a nice way to put it. You have been put down to a level you never really ever wanted to be put down. And you're stronger, you're wiser, you're better, and I love you. You're doing good, okay? But this Seven of Cups shows confusion, you know, and it's also, it's not just, I don't know what to do, I'm so confused, but it's, why is all this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Why are they treating me like this? I've done nothing but love and forgive. Why are they giving me such a hard time? So that Seven of Cups is you seeking out your heart of hearts. And that's why you have that Three of Swords. And you're just like, what did I ever do to you to have this happen to me? All I've ever done is show you consideration, forgiveness, understanding, healing, and help. Why can't I get the same? And you're really just saying, this isn't fair, Steph. All I want is an Ace of Pentacles. I'm not asking for 10. I just want 1. I just want a new beginning. I just want a fresh start. Please, that's what I want. You know, that Ace of Wands, my desire. I just want to speak love to our relationship and heal it. I just want us to be successful and happy and start living a good life. I'm tired of wasting time. You know, this is like, I just want to grow my business, my home, my life, and live a good life, eat good food, be with good people. Why is it such a problem? And that's that Seven of Cups, you know, that's what I'm talking about with the confusion. Because now you're going to have all these doors opened up for you. But again, it's just, you know, you're blessed. I want you to not to walk away to think otherwise. Ace of Cups for you. You're blessed. You may not get that Ace of Pentacle, but you are going to get the Ace of Cups. And it might be a highly emotional time right now, but you are going to be all right. So I'm back. So hopefully you guys can hear something now. Okay. We're still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, guys. Things like this happen, you know? Sorry about that interruption there. Anyways, you guys are really having some hard times, obviously. And with the Seven of Cups showing up twice, that is something we have to look at. And that's, you have so many options and so many pathways to travel down in your life. And you might be stuck trying to see the positive or maybe the negative in the situation and, you know, making excuses for them. And I'll tell you the truth. They have been living with an illusion about you. They've been living with the illusion of how they really feel about you. They've been lying to themselves with the signs and the synchronicities they've been getting about you. And they have been overthinking this way too much. They've been overindulging in BS. It's time for them to face the truth and the reality that they have a choice to make, or they might lose you. They might lose you forever. And I think you're okay with that. You don't have to stay here and pursue them. I think you're finally seeing your self-worth, my friend. I think you're finally coming to the conclusion, I am more valuable and worth more time and energy than what you give me. I don't need to stay here. I can move on from this difficult relationship. I can move on from your harsh and ruthless words. I can move on from being judged and pushed away and ridiculed for bringing something up that I'm only trying to heal. Because you're like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm not coming down on you. You're just simply being honest and just trying to heal and fix the problem. And instead of them going along with that, they're busy pointing fingers at how bossy you are, how controlling you are, that you're the one with the issues, you're the ones with the problems, creating arguments and fights between the both of you. Again, being in that illusion, being delusional about their escapism, delusional about how they've run away from issues, Seven of Swords, that they should have confronted with you, delusional about how they've been very distant and they shouldn't have been. Yeah, that's their delusions. It's not you. You're the Empress. You're just here trying to be a healer of the heart. They're here being ruthless and vengeful and threatening you. And that's emotional abuse. To threaten distance and silence on you. To threaten blocking you. No, that is abuse. I hope you know that. I really do hope you know that. I hope that you know no one should manipulate you to make you stick around and endure their games. That's abuse. And I just really do hope you figure that out. The truth is they do check up on you. That's part of their lies. They act like they don't, but they search for you. They check up on you. They look for you. Okay? Excuse me. They get insecure when it comes to you. That's the truth. Okay? It's just plain and simple. I'm constantly seeing signs connected to you. That's a truth bomb that I don't think they admit. They act like, oh no, nothing reminds me of you. BS. I don't want you to believe that for a minute. Do you know I spoke to someone that I hadn't spoken to in 25 years, thanks to Mercury retrograde? It was an old love, an old flame. And he brought up to me that every time he sees a certain movie or a certain actress or hears a certain song or thinks about a certain state, a couple states, and does all these things, that I always come to his mind. So believe me, after 25 years, admitting that that still affects him, I'm just here as proof. No one can tell you, oh, I'm not getting signs and synchronicities. Nope, it doesn't bother me. I've moved on. It doesn't faze me. It's a lie. It's BS. And yes, they do. They still think about you. They still check up on you. They're still insecure about you. They still get signs and synchronicities. Why? Because this is what this is. It's a twin flame. They can't deny that. Come on. And if they're going to sit here and BS you and make you think otherwise, come on, honey. Let's not play games. Let's really get away from the Seven of Cups. We are not playing games anymore. As an Empress, male or female, whoever's watching me, I am very sure that you know the truth. You're not a fool. You're not stupid. And in fact, you're very psychic. And you're very intuitive. So things are going to change for you. That's good. 10-10. You're going to see some 10-10s, probably at the gas pump. 10-10s on license plates. Okay? Maybe even 10-10 on the clock. You're going to see 10-10s. You're also going to see 11-11s. Okay? And that's going to be a big sign for you. All right, so I am going to answer your questions. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes from right now to ask me your questions. Do you want to know about your lover? Do you want to know what that person is thinking about you right now? Do you want to know how they're feeling about you right now? Each of those questions is $15, and that's it. You get one card, one on the bottom of the deck. It's a deal. It's a steal of a deal. All you got to do is pay it through Cash App or my website through a donation. It's under products and services. And you're going to be able to ask me a question. Okay? If you do donation, you could just do 3 5s for each question. The most popular that people generally sway to is $30. It's for 2 questions, and they get almost 4 cards, and they get an oracle, like an admittance of how someone feels, or something Spirit wants to say, plus the tarot. That's my most popular. But you're welcome to just get 1, or you can even get 4, 5, or 6. Some people are lucky and fortunate. They've got some money in their pocket, and they would like an immediate reading. They would like urgent, immediate answers with multiple cards, and they want to pay for a Celtic cross, and they want to do it right now, and they're going to get it right now. Some people have an urgent need. Some people are waiting to make a decision. Some people just got out of a fight. Some people are in the midst of absolute heartbreak and need clarity because they're at a crossroads. Okay? So believe me, it's up there. And if you want a large reading like a Celtic Cross, go ahead. Anyone who spends the Celtic Cross, which is 100 or more, gets free cards, gets multiple extra cards. Okay? So that's also up there and available if you guys really want to do that. Okay? So if you spend 100 or more, you're going to get a Celtic plus extras, just for you guys to know. And it's immediate. It's right now. That being said, let's close out these cards and see what the next moves of this person is while I give you guys some time. Excuse me, my gosh. Shelly, Kingsolver, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you. That means the world to me. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, watching me, liking this. Shelly, what you just did today for me was a beautiful gift. Thank you so much. I know it's not the same thing as paying for a question because it's super chat, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And I just want to give you a card just as a big thank you because that was unexpected and it was a surprise present for me. Thank you, Shelly. So I'm going to give you a card there, Shelly. Ooh, you get Ace of Cups, girl. All right, someone is coming to you, a new person. I do feel it's a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sag, get ready for new love. This is going to be an exciting time for you. I also feel like the spring season is going to put you in the spirit for hope and prosperity. All right. So I do see a brand new beginning for you, and you're about to receive some gifts from the universe. You're going to be in a good mood. You're going to be positive. You're going to be in a good flow, and that is exactly the ingredients needed for calling in love. So thank you so much. All right, so we're going to get an oracle for the main reading, though, and just see where this is going. Where are you guys headed? So where are you guys? Whoa, okay. Where are you guys headed, Spirit? Can you please guide and direct me for this community reading of where this relationship is headed? Bottom of the deck. We've been channeling this whole reading. I love it. You guys are headed for smoother waters. You're going to definitely go into a nice, happy situation. Things are going to get a lot better than they've been. 9 of Wands came out for you, undecided. Your wall is up. You've got your guard up. You should. 5 of Cups, there's some disappointment. Not all is lost. Okay? You may have something left to salvage here, but you're very unhappy about the results. Yeah, 7 of Swords again. That really comes out for them. Here it says plans and hopes. It's a wish card. But what I'm seeing here is you're going to protect yourself from any further abuse or damage. You're not going to let this person play games with you anymore. Yeah, Page of Swords. You're much more on your toes now, watching your P's and Q's. Paying attention to how they talk to you. Not falling for every little thing, every little trick in the book. What I'm seeing is it hurts you that you have to be protective over yourself from this person because all you want to do is trust them. But you realize you have to be protective because they do play games and you have to protect your heart. Okay, so I see you in protection mode for self. I see them reaching out to you, missing you so bad, crying a lot over the fallout that you guys had or are going to have. They may not be showing you. They're very much hiding their real feelings. But they are going to reach out and call or text you, because the truth is they feel really bad about the things they've done and how they've treated you. They do have a heart. They do have guilt and even shame. But they absolutely have remorse. And they are going to reach out. And I think the Six of Swords represents leaving what once was really painful for something that's not. And whatever you choose, because you kept getting the Seven of Cups, whatever you choose, and you have many options and many doors and many possibilities, it's not going to be like it was before. You are not going to suffer the way you once did. You are not going to get broken the way you once were. No matter what you choose, to talk to them, to see them, to be with them, to leave them, to go after something new, no matter what you choose, you're never going to have to go back to the way it was. And that is a victory, and that's a win, and that's wonderful. And what does Spirit want to say for you, my sacred traveler, about your outcome ahead down the road as you start to overcome this rocky, rough terrain, and you're finally at the top of the hill? And then you get to see where you're going next, right? After you get through this Six of Swords, what does Spirit want to say is lying ahead for you? We are here for predictions. We are here for what the future is going to tell you. Spirit, what is the future holding for my viewer? All right. Bottom of the deck, bottom line, bottom line. Ooh, we're crossing bridges. Guess what? This is so much like the Six of Swords over water. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Yay! So this to me is kind of like my Mending Bridges card. I have that in one of my decks. And getting over hard times, Six of Swords, getting over arguments, making up. I do see connecting, mending is here. So I feel like bottom line, you're going to be mending the bond between you and your twin. You guys are going to be a whole level ahead on healing. And you guys are absolutely done with treating each other the way it once was. And you're not going to look at them like a child anymore, are you? No. And you're going to be stronger with yourself and respect yourself from now on, right? Yes. And you're not going to put up with manipulation tactics anymore just to hang around, right? Right. And you are a loving, kind empress, correct? Yes. So when they do reach out to you, Page of Swords, and you sense that they are feeling remorse and guilt, you're not going to be a cold-hearted, ruthless, vengeful person like they were, right? Right. You're probably going to be open to making peace, having forgiveness, right? Right. So it doesn't mean you have to welcome them back in, but what it does mean is you're going to mend the bond. And let's see what the card that came out is. You are now the wise leader of the Fire Nation. Just kidding. But you are the wise leader. You are a beacon for other people. Make wise decisions because your choices are being watched. What you're doing, how you act, how you represent yourself as a twin flame on this journey is a light to others on how they should act in their situations. So as you level up into your empressness, male or female, you're going to step into your power and just feel like, I got to do things I've never done before. I've also got to be brave. I can do this. So I see strength and bravery there. Excuse me with my nose, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to overcome this really annoying sinus congestion. It's ridiculous. All right, so let's read this. The wise leader. There it is. All right, my friends. You are a leader. You carry wisdom, radiance that inspires others, even if you're not always aware of the depths of wisdom within you. Somehow it emerges in leaps and bounds even. This is the time to step into your power. Take a role of leadership for those that you love and even just for yourself. You are ready. You are. So grab the reins, honey. Make big decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure, Seven of Cups, about the decision, but make the decision anyways. It's what a leader does. They make hard decisions. The sacred traveler wants you to know, and spirit wants you to know, this lies ahead for you. You are becoming the leader you've always been meant to be. You on this journey, it's so easy to tell who the leaders are. You know that. You know who the leaders in the twin flame journey is. And I do have the tea, honey. I'm working on it. Inner grace and strength that glows from within your heart. Others are going to travel on that pathway. And it's going to be the beautiful path that leaders before you have traveled. And you are going to be a leader now, traveling down those difficult roads. You are the wise leader, and you will be the wise leader that holds up the flame and the torch for others in the darkest nights of their souls. Because you've been there. You've been in the darkest night. You've been there in rejection. You've been there when it couldn't get worse. You've been there in hopelessness. Like that Four of Cups we pulled. You've been there. And so you've come up. You've come up from the muck like a beautiful lotus. Here you are. Six of Swords-ing everything. Just saying, you know what? It's okay. It's all right. I'm not going to let any of that ruin me. You are grabbing the reins of your life on your terms. You are the leader that beats the beat of your own heart. Beats to the drum of your own heart, whatever. I don't know the saying, but you know what I mean. Don't live to please them. Don't live to please anybody else, and I know that's your lesson. It's not what they need. It's time for you to determine your own needs. This is not what a leader does, just sitting behind and helping others and staying behind. That's not a leader. You cannot do that to the detriment of your own needs. Leaders do help others. Leaders do stop on the trail and they help others to get back on the trail, but then they get up and they lead again. Come on, guys, let's go. You sometimes have found yourself getting stuck on the wayside, patching up other people, letting them take the path, staying stuck and maybe not even moving, just staying stuck where you once fell down and got hurt. And as you're hurting, you're also trying to help heal others, but you're not moving forward. You're not being the leader again. So this is a sign for you that you have fallen down on your journey. You've gotten really hurt and you got stuck for a while. But this is your reading to say that you are now going to get up from being stuck, get back on your path, cross the bridge, which is that Five of Cups. No more gloom and doom. No more crying over spilled milk. As you can see, there's a bridge back there. All he has to do is cross that bridge and he's over here. Same as you. So you're going to learn to cross that bridge and move on. And if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're not. But you're a wise leader and you're not going to sit down and wait. And that's what Spirit sees for you up ahead down the road. Okay? But yeah, just know that I do think they are going to reach back out. Okay? That is here in the cards. So you're going to be the one with the choices, though. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I love you. I hope you come back please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Pop in for another reading. Collective tarot readings are free. I also give away 6 free readings on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So if you want to receive a free reading, you're going to have a good chance tomorrow. All right. I do not read the same people over and over again, so I'm always looking for new names in the chat to pick. All right. And if your name glows out to me, if it pops out to me, if it catches my attention, I will call you and I will most likely read for you. Okay. So tomorrow's they're free, but today, to guarantee your spot, to get some answers, I'm available right now. And it's $15 a card plus the bottom of the deck. And I will get some clarity for you on something you want to know. Please consider doing that through Cash App or my website in the description. It's all below, okay? All right, so I'm going to get in and check and see if anyone has any questions. For now, remember, guys, this is a journey, not a destination. You just keep swimming. I love you for watching me, and I look forward to seeing your face again in the chat. Bye-bye, guys. All right, markers. Oh, look, we ended at 66 minutes. That's so cool. All right, markers. So who has questions? Princess Puff, you purchased a question. Eli, you did? Why is twin hot and cold? How should I proceed with her? Oh, Eli. Princess Puff, post your question as well. Shelly Kingsolver, good. I will pray for healing. Thank you for all your guidance. Still coming up from it all, but thank you and grateful for everything. Shelly, thank you for being here. I love you, girl. I look forward to seeing you again. And I will keep doing my teas and just pray to God they're going to start working. All right. So is that it, Princess Puff and Eli? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Good night, Shelly. All right, Princess Puff. I'll do you right after Eli because it looks like I have his question first. Okay? So let's get in. Eli, your person is hot and cold. How should you proceed with her? Okay. Oh, yeah, and Kiara. Is she here? Because I'd love to answer her questions. I'm sorry, Kiara, that you were spaced out the other day. I did tell Kiara I'd give her an extra card for that. Goodness. Okay. Oh, I'm glad she's here. Oh, should you reach out to him? Okay, should you reach out to him? I will answer your question right after Eli. Eli, how many cards did you pay for, honey? Is it 1 or is it 2? Oh, you got 2. Why is twin hot and cold? And then how should you proceed? Holy Spirit, guide and direct me. Why is Eli's twin flame hot, passionate, totally there, and then cold, like none of that ever happened? Holy Spirit, guide and direct me with these tarot cards for Eli. The first message I got on that question, Eli, was distraction. She is hot and cold because she is distracted. I don't know how she gets so easily distracted, but she does. Maybe she has ADHD or something, I don't know, but she just gets distracted with life, with work, with relationships. It's like she's popping in and out of energy, and she's not consistently in that vibe. Whenever you do your meditation and your healing, I want you to take some time out to envision her enveloped in a nice white, like clear crystal quartz ball, and just give her peace and send that to her and envision her there and just say, I send peace and focus and healing. It's a strange thing. When the universe catches you praying for someone, wishing them well, making sure that they're safe and happy, you're in such a high vibration that the universe blesses you with an equal vibration partner. They bring someone either wonderfully new to your life or they really do work on healing that person because you love them so much. So it's always really good to send out those good vibes to the person you love. Let's see how you should handle her. How you should proceed. Holy Spirit, guide and direct me with these cards. How should Eli proceed? Nope, they don't want me to use these cards. Whenever that happens, it just feels cold. Like, nope, I'm off the scent. It's not the right deck. We're going to use the Transformation Oracle to see how you should proceed. How should Eli proceed? Spirit, guide and direct me with these Transformation Oracles. How should he proceed? All right. So here we have the Descent. Bottom of the deck is the Reflection card. All right. So we asked, why is your person hot and cold? And here is that answer. A lack of balance, but also heavy, heavy, heavy in marriage or commitment. This is why. And I believe you stated to me before she wanted to honor her marriage. That is absolutely the truth. She has a good heart. She doesn't want to be playing these games. It just so happens that's your twin flame journey. She doesn't want to, though. She wants to be a good wife. She wants to be a good and loyal person. And you see that in her, and that's beautiful. And that's why you love her so much. She's trying to be good. But she goes through these battles of balance where the heart wants what the heart wants, which is you. But then she goes through the balance of, I just want a happy home. And I am caught up in this legal situation, this document, this marriage. And this is something causing an issue with my balance in my life. And that she's trying to push you away. She's trying to balance her marriage by pushing you away, but it's not working, is it? She can't. So she's kind of back and forth with you there. But I guess to just plainly answer your question, honey, she's pushing you back and forth like that in hot and cold energy because she really wants to be over there. She really wants to do that right now. Not in her heart, but in her mind. She's hot and cold because she's in the Two of Swords. And she's having a very difficult time choosing between this path and that path. She's trying to make a head over heart decision. She's trying to be just, fair, and logical, but her heart keeps getting in the way. Now you, Eli, represent the Four of Wands in this message. And that is the 1111. That is the twin flame. That is the perfect marital partner. That is my heart of hearts. That is her joy and her happiness is to be with you. And she sees and feels like she could have a happy life with you. This card over here represents the other side of her that's cold, Libra energy, literally hot, fire, wand energy, and cold, cool air energy, swords. So this is literally hot and cold. And I think it speaks for itself, but she really just wants to honor that contract, that she wants to be a good person that honors contracts, that honors agreements, that is a loyal, trustworthy person. She wants to be that person, and she is struggling with her identity, and she's struggling with her truest feelings. I do not feel that she is in love with the person she's with. There is no I'm in love. It's beyond in love. It's I have responsibility. I have my word. I have legal agreements and papers that are all clogging up the situation. It's not that easy. So anyways, that's to simply answer that. She wants you, but she wants to be over there too. She wants both. That's the reason she's hot and cold. Now, how should you deal with her? How should you proceed with her? We have the Descent, which is very much like the Dark Night of the Soul, but it's also getting to the matter of the heart of the situation, and it's digging deep, obviously, and it's going deep, deep down into the self, very hermit mode, right? With the lantern and the darkness and going within, going deep and dark. Then we see reflection in reverse at the bottom of the deck, strangely enough, which is, it's a struggle of going within, because she's looking in the mirror here. She's looking at herself, and then we have it in reverse. So I feel how you need to proceed is to go within, and to be honest, to withdraw from her. Pull your energy back. I know she's going to be seeing you soon, so still do that. Still look forward to that moment. But at the same time, even though that's coming, pull your energy away and look inside yourself. And we kind of touched on this before, but I just want to say it again. What is deep inside of you that exists right now that struggles with being chosen? And remember that your person is a projection of you. So if she's over here reflecting this tug of war, there's a tug of war inside of you. And that could be between being the bad boy and being the good boy. That could be a tug of war. It could also be, yeah, like you said, not enough. Like you may not be worthy enough for marriage, or you may not be enough person to provide, protect, and to withhold and uphold a family for a long period of time. There may be some doubts and some insecurities. So this diving deep in the way you should proceed is looking deep inside yourself at childhood wounds, past relationships and the history with it, and also just looking at your thoughts that are subconscious reminders of your truth. But let's read that. The Descent says, step down from your ways that no longer support you, Eli. You deserve respect. You deserve to be chosen. This is a message of Earth, and it's the treasure hunt. The number is 2, and the phase is decline. Thank you, DK, for that beautiful donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't have any messages for your DM right now, but I am doing personals. So if you want to donate $15, I can get that question for you through Cash App or my website. And tomorrow I am offering free readings. So there's a good chance you might get picked tomorrow. If you show up every Saturday, I give away 6 free readings to people that watch, and they're new in the chat. And just like you lit up with bright blue. You might catch my attention tomorrow, and I'd be happy to read for you if you don't want to do a $15. Okay? So thank you so much. But Eli, the Descent drops us into the cave of human experience. Even loneliness and isolation start to climb in. Friends from happier times vanish, and we're abandoned. Yet treasures await us below. If we accept our fall with positivity, we become more humble. Like the story of the Velveteen Rabbit, we can become more real. Many seek a spiritual focus after divorce, the death of a loved one, or the loss of fortune. Descent removes obstacles that separate us from the great mystery. It is like finding light at the bottom of a well, or discovering that beneath the lowest abyss lies a portal to infinity. Humble yourself to the will of the universe. Accept Descent, and it will be a learning lesson. A lesson learned of your current hardship. Loss is going to help you get to the bottom of things. And it's going to show you what lies truly beneath. And after soaring to the heights, we find that good old earth feels pretty comfortable underfoot. So get grounded. This may be a loss for you. This is obviously a loss for you. She's hurting you. Accept that she's married. Accept the situation that she is torn. As soon as you accept this, things might magically transform. But also once you accept this sadness, you go into the truth of the matter, the heart of the matter, where you can change things about yourself. And be happier, obviously. I'm not saying you have to be without her. But what I'm saying is you can change things about who you are and what you want. When reflection comes in reverse, it's our bias for or against ourselves that's preventing us from resolving a situation or a question. So the only way you're going to resolve this and get a more realistic view of your issues is just going within you. Once you're able to change this part of who you are, I think that she's going to stop projecting this reality to you. I do believe that once you decide that you're important and you deserve to be chosen and you are a man worthy of marriage and a long-term relationship with respect and loyalty, I think once you start seeing yourself as that man, that's how she's going to project. But right now, there's a lot of ifs. I hope that answers your questions. Thank you, Eli. I should let her be the good wife she's striving to be. It may be if that's what your heart is telling you. However, I see that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the both of you, and you are twins. You do have that 1111, the 4 wands. So I know that her heart wants you and loves you. So to put it in a nutshell, labeling her as wanting to be the good wife that she wants to be doesn't exactly, it doesn't exactly speak her truth, because she doesn't really just want to be that. So, okay. So Eli, anyways, I don't think that's who she just wants to be. I think it's a little bit of both. I think she needs to decide. But until she's able to decide, you need to go down there and see to yourself and know your value and your worth. Okay? So, thank you, Eli. I'll be right back, guys. Let me do something for Matthew. All right, so I'm back. Princess Puff, I meditated here just for a second on your energy with him, and I instantly felt he gets really excited to hear from you. He doesn't like to be bombarded, but for him, it's very comforting to know you're thinking of him. I don't know if that resonates with you, but me putting myself in your situation for a second, just for a glimpse, that's the energy I got. That's what I was feeling. So, yeah, I think he's really happy to receive anything from you. But the question is, does he deserve it? And should you reach out to him? We have simplicity in the reverse. And we have expansion in the upright. Oh, thank you, Allie. You're so sweet. Thank you, my love. Congratulations, you beautiful girl. All right. With simplicity here in reverse, to be honest, Princess Puff, I feel like, man, we're not clearing out the baggage. We're not getting rid of something. We're carrying it with us. I think that you reaching out is a way for you to unload, to release some pent-up energy, to kind of get something off your chest. And I think in its simplest form, is good therapy for you. To be able to get that vent off, to release. I do feel it's good for you. I do. I also feel with expansion, things are growing, and it can grow out of control if you don't reach out. There's some kind of anxiety or tension with you that is reaching its max, and it's like, I'm overwhelmed with feelings, energy, thoughts. It's just, it needs to burst out of me. I've got to release. In my opinion, with the cards, I say yes, you should reach out, Princess Puff. But let me read these cards and see whatever other additional messages they might have to tell you. But that's where I'm coming from. That's what I feel. Thank you guys for being here watching. So simplicity is about eliminating the excess. In reverse, it says we hold on to extra weight, clutter, or stale feelings. We cling on, mistakenly attaching our identity to an outer condition or material things. What is your intention to reaching out to him? This card is saying for you to make a clear intention on when you reach out, what you want, what you mean, and what the purpose of reaching out to him creates. The universe works on a tell me what you want basis. So when you do reach out, make sure you have the intention. If you reach out, make sure you have the intention to say, I'm reaching out and I hope to receive, fill in the blank. But that's how you reach out. And let's see expansion. Expansion for you says this: develop your small idea of reaching out to him and go big, expand. Add that addition, flow to the next phase, widen your perspective. Stretch and make room to accommodate your intentions and what you want to receive from this person, because new energy will be coming in. Open your heart to receive love, compliments, positive response to your reaching out. So when you do reach out, say to the universe, I hope I get back a message of love and compassion and excitement. I also hope this is a new chapter for us, that we get to go wherever, fill in the blank. These are how you're going to be reaching out. Oh, I love you, Allie. Thank you for coming in and seeing me. Thank you so much. At times, we might already feel stretched to our limits, yet expansion doesn't take something from us. It gives more of what we need. A sole proprietorship grows with a new employee. A farmer acquires the adjoining land to continue his work. A trip brings new horizons for you to explore. A family prepares for a brand new family member. Delegate what you can to others. Extend your reach and trust that the universe will be a ripple and it will open up to meet you. The mother asks her unborn child, where do I end and you begin? Similarly, we can ask the same question when we work in service of the universe. This is the element of water, the number 8, and the phase of growth. The number 77 also pops up. That may be an important number for you and your person. So yeah, I think you should reach out, girl, with intention and speak out what you want in response and what you want this call to create. It's like a ripple effect. I put my magic wand out into this water and the ripple. This is what I want to see happen from this call. Because a lot of times we just call, text, and we're not thinking about the future. Like me, sometimes I just, text off at somebody and what is my intention? What do I want from that text? How do I want my future to look with this person? Sometimes we don't send that information out and we're just reaching out blind. So this is a message of, yeah, I got to have some intention on what I want. Princess Puff, you're so welcome. You appreciate the guidance. I've been feeling the urge to contact him, but I was worried about becoming the chaser again. Don't worry about that. Disregard that story that you tell yourself. Let's throw it away, princess. The story of the chaser and the runner, let's toss it out into the river and let it flow down the river and leave you alone. There is no chaser, there is no runner. There is only you and your person. There is only energy, and what will come next is up to the creator, which is you. So disregard that. Let's get that out of the subconscious. And just, we don't want to be a heavy pursuer because that does push the energy away that we're trying to attract. But send a message with intent and speak to the universe about what you want to return. But if you send a message with intent and there's fear that you might be the chaser, fear that he may not want to hear from you, fear that this may not end well. See, those fears become things and they start to be your reality and they show up. So before you reach out, cast out your fear. It's just like working with magic. And when we're casting a spell, we never want to bring any other energy into the spell that we don't want to go out. Like insecurity, fear, jealousy, or, we don't want to bring that into the spell. We only want the energy in the spell to cast out exactly what we want. So the same thing when making a phone call, or text. We got to cast out fear and call in what we want. So you remember that, princess. Okay. You're very welcome. All right. I think he's excited to hear from you. Time it, though. Whenever I reach out to someone that I haven't spoke to in a while, I time it with my intuition. Seriously, and it works every time. I wait till I feel it's the right moment to actually reach out. Okay? I wait for that moment. And then it's like when it feels right, it's the right day, it's the right time. Oh, I let it out. And then I get a good response. So that's usually a telepathic connection where you know if that person is ready to receive a call from you or not. And ask him telepathically, are you ready to receive a call from me? Are you open to talking to me? And get the response in your mind and your intuition and your feelings. You're going to get a psychic hit. And that's going to help you to make the decision on how to reach out to him and when. Okay? So Kiera just wants a love reading. Okay, that's all she wanted. Okay. So she's not here, but we're going to go ahead and do it. Does she want to know what's coming in love, how her lover feels, or what can she do to bring in love? Possibly what the universe wants to say about her love life. I'm just trying to get a clear picture on what she wants as far as a love reading. You're welcome, Princess Puff. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for choosing me to answer a question for you. I really appreciate that. So I really don't know. Just a love reading. Okay. So I'm going to ask for Kiera what's coming in for her with love. Yeah. What's coming in for Kiera when it comes to love? Holy Spirit, guide and direct me with a message for Kiera. What is coming in for Kiera in regards to love? Please keep in mind I do astrology. You guys are welcome to get an astrology reading done for me. Those are always 30 days out, but it's really great to get some perspective on love through your actual birth chart. I offer that on my website if you're interested. What's coming up for Kiera? All right, Kiera. The first bottom of the deck was the Six of Cups in reverse. And that is not really getting that happy reunion that you want when you want it. It's also not looking at the past the way it really was. So it's getting a different perspective that is definitely here. But what's coming up for you in love is the Nine of Pentacles, abundance. And that is a singleness card. It is a single card. And it's about taking care of yourself. I feel the more that you take care of your body and your health, you're going to call in a very committed relationship that could lead to marriage. Maybe it's taking certain supplements. Maybe it's putting on certain creams. Maybe it's doing your hair and body and whatever your schedule is with that differently. But I feel like the answer is personal care is going to attract the relationship. Excuse me. So I do feel like you do need to pay attention to the self first and have some patience. But love is coming in for you. You will own a home one day with tall trees in the neighborhood. So tall trees in the neighborhood. That's what I'm seeing for you. Owning a home, very green and tall trees in the neighborhood. You are going to own a home. You are going to have a spouse one day in a beautiful home. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to manifest this. You're going to have to call it in. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to work really hard on this. But it's available. Now, this is a bonus card. So let's get it, because I said I'd give you a bonus one. So you've got about, I'm hearing 9 weeks, okay? 9 weeks to take care of yourself and start getting in a vibration where it starts spinning like a high velocity light ball that attracts the marriage that you're looking for. I feel that you can change your situation within 9 weeks. Now, what does the universe want to tell you about love coming into your life? Spirit, what is the message for love for Kiera? Kiera, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within your own relationships? And boundaries are important for you. Let's take a bonus card here again. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Kiera, you are struggling with personal boundaries. Boundaries between how your family treats you, how workers treat you, how lovers treat you. There's boundaries that are not being met. And that doesn't mean just telling people your boundaries. It means stepping away when the boundaries have been overstepped. When someone breaks a boundary that you set for yourself, and that's the 9 of Pentacles, you definitely have to step back and say, is this resonating with my spirit? Do I need to step away from this person or not? So the card says to you, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within your relationships? To create a more healthy boundary, we must first get in tune with our own needs, our own desires, our own feelings. and believe we are worthy of them. We deserve it. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and you begin, because you are a separate person from your relationship. Today's soul action is, when we separate our energy from our lover or just others in general, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. And if you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards this person without taking on their damage, their trauma, and just their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix your person. Today's mantra is, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. Personal space and personal boundaries, Kiara. Make sure you set them. Honor them. Personal space and personal boundaries. Are you willing? Are you willing to set up boundaries in the future for a healthy relationship? If you respect yourself, your partner will respect you. So that's what I have there for you in your love reading. Mama Sabrina. Oh, under Witchy Sabrina in the past, huh? And her little rascals. Yay! I'm so glad to see you again, my sweet, sweet friend. What questions do you have? Or do you just have one? What's going on? What do you want to hear? What do you want from me, girl? Let's see. What's in the cards? All right. Thank you, Mama. I've missed you, by the way. I've missed you. I've missed seeing you in here. I'm so glad to see you in here. I love seeing people, guys, that I haven't seen in a little while just popping up. I'm like, there you are. You still exist? You're still out here in this YouTube world? All right, so I'm just waiting for your question, girl. Oh, and Doja, when I say 1 hour only, I mean 1 hour only for the main reading. And that way people don't look at the clock and go, oh my gosh, 2 hours or 3 hours, that's a really long reading. I just say 1 hour only. That way people know, oh, okay, well, the collective isn't that long, you know, and then they'll watch it. Because I feel like a lot of people leave when they see a long, long video and they don't really want to click on it. So I say 1 hour only. So like, oh, okay, well, something must be going on at the end. So when is Keith going to reach out soon? Miss you too. Aw. All right. When is Keith going to reach out? I feel like doing the good tarot. These kinds of art just called to me, and it was like, yes, do this kind of art. Oh yeah, if it's a double reading markers, a DMDF, it could be 2 hours easily because it's like 2 readings in one. Yeah, for sure. If you guys have any ideas of the title for this reading today that was collective, please spit me some ideas in the comments. I would love to pick out a good title from you guys. If you guys have any good ideas for the title of the kind of reading it is. All right. So is Keith going to reach out to you? Holy Spirit, guide and direct me for Witchy Sabrina. Is Keith going to reach out to her? Please use these cards as a beacon of truth. Is Keith going to reach out to her? Soon. Soon. Show me Keith. Show me Keith. I like the name Keith, by the way. Very much like the name Keith. Thank you, Spirit. right, so here we have 3 of Earth. I love it because she's got her eyes peeled. She's looking out for that phone call. She's looking out on the horizon. She's like, where are you, Keith? Are you going to call? I'm waiting for you. You know, 3 of Earth is working together, okay? It continuing to move and grow and expand and just, it's growth, it's movement, it's good. Slow, but good. The other one is the 7 of Water. Okay, I love it. I love the art. I knew I should do this one. I am totally feeling the vibe of the fish. All these different fish just totally speaking to me. So flowy, so movable, so flexible, so just with the flow. And honestly, when I got this card, that's what hit me, Witchy. Go with the flow. Keith is going with the flow of his emotions. He's very much in feminine energy right now, totally in his emotions. He's considering 7 of Water, 7 of Cups, choices. He's considering calling you soon. It's on his mind. It's on his radar. He doesn't know when. He feels like you want to call. His intuition is like, I know Sabrina wants a call. I feel her. When is the right time to reach out to her? When? I feel like you're going to be at work when he reaches out to you. Maybe he's going to be the one at work. I don't know. But there's going to be someone working, and out of the blue, as they're doing their job, as they're working, there's going to be a ding or an alert. But I think the reason you're expecting a call in some sense, and she looks like she's expecting someone or something, is because you sense it with the 7 of Cups. You sense that he's thinking about you. You sense that he's feeling something about you. I believe in miracles. I believe in synchronicities. I believe in Mercury retrograde. I believe in all these things. And you might have missed it, but I just shared with you, Witchy, that after 25 years, you said 19, out of 25 years, I got a call from my first love, my high school sweetheart.
You want to give me 10 minutes?
No.
How long did it give me?
An hour. So you're burning it. You're wasting it.
That was not an hour.
Okay, well, it's too much then. You need to go.
Oh, by the way, are you going to buy me that alien skin?
Probably. Go blow your nose. I'm sorry about that, Witchy. So anyways, you've reached the perfect person. Let me tell you the signs that I was picking up that he was going to reach out. 1, a movie popped up that we used to watch way back in the day. And I was thinking about that movie for a while, like months. Songs. I started listening to music that was part of that movie. Songs that we felt connected us. And as soon as I got on that wave, as soon as I got on that door, it's like I opened a portal. I went back into the past in some way. Listening, and I wasn't specifically just thinking of him. I was just reminiscing, just history, not just me and him, but like me as a younger person, who I was back then. And I started to resonate more with myself. And I just started watching, some of that music and movies. And my mom started thinking about him simultaneously. She got a hit. My mom's very intuitive. So she got a hit and she thought of him. I thought of him. I even told my kids a story like maybe 2 months ago about us. So I was stepping into the door of another realm of like kind of opening up that portal to like welcome communication. And as soon as you start doing these little things, it happens. And so it's very strange. Plus Mercury retrograde. And maybe it was Mercury that was making me think of the past. And it probably was. It was probably Mercury making me go back and think about all of that. Nonetheless, we're still in the shadow period till May 13th, by the way. But nonetheless, doesn't really matter, does it? he reached out on Facebook. It wasn't a texter because he doesn't have my number, but he reached out to me on Facebook, and we chatted back and forth on the chat. And it was so nice to finally hear back from him, and we were exchanging all kinds of info and pictures and whatnot. And let me tell you, 25 years. So when you say, is he going to reach out? You know, of course it's possible. And to be honest, I think it's going to be on a whim. It's going to be, am I going with the flow? In a dream, I told him I'm on Facebook. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're opening up that door. You're opening up that portal, letting him know telepathically, subconsciously, and in spirit, because you're still connected. Hey, I would like to hear from you. So that's going to open that little portal up. And let me tell you, he's been thinking about you too. Maybe like I did, thoughts, movies, music, whatever. And before you know it, it might be 3 months. It could be 3 weeks. Who knows? Okay. But when he goes with the flow and he follows his feelings on a whim, I think he's going to reach out. And you might be surprised. Anyways, let's read what this has to say. 7 of water. I'm so glad I picked these cards because of the fish really spoke to me. So we have imagination, fantasy, artistic endeavors, co-creative abilities unleashed. Now is the time to tune into the infinite possibilities that exist and begin to play with them. Everything begins in a world of imagination. Pause right there. Witchy, everything of conversation between you and him in your dreams, 7 of Cups, Pisces, begins in a world of imagination. So you, like me, with my person, my first love, it begins in a world of fantasy. It begins in a world of thought. It begins in, I would like to talk to him again. I'm thinking of him, It begins there, and then it shows up in real life. So that's what this card is saying. I allow intuition and desire to blend in an alchemical way, forming something in reality and forming something new. 3 of Pentacles. Okay? 3 of Earth. Castles in the sky and in the air become castles on the ground when I release rigidity and I bend the rules and I remain flexible and open. Limitations and boundaries give way to manifestation. Give way, not give away. Give way to manifestation. Spirit never doubts the power of possibility, and neither will I. So do not doubt the power of possibility. And that's what this is. It is all in the realm of fantasy right now. It is all in the realm of dreams. But you're calling him and beckoning him, and you're sending all that waves into the energy of the universe. He's going to receive it because you're still connected. He's going to receive the waves. And watch, I think you are. I think it's going to show up. 3 of Earth. It's starting to manifest into reality. It's becoming something. So as it becomes something, it's starting to form. Remember, castles in the sky become castles on the earth. We all have visions before something becomes our reality. So if you're having a vision and a dream, it's true. It's going to happen before it becomes reality. Your thoughts about what you guys are going to talk about before it even happens. So keep on dreaming and believing, because I do feel like it is going to happen, but it starts in your fantasy first. All right, and that's your answer. You hold faith, girl. That's right. All right, well, I guess that's it then, right, markers? Has anybody else have any questions? Castles in the Air is a song. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Well, all right, my friends. I love you so much. Be blessed. Thank you for watching me. And I hope I get you next time. Don't forget, tomorrow's Saturday. So you guys will have a chance at a free reading tomorrow. I can't promise every single one of you are going to get it, but I try to get new people. I go to the names that spark my attention, that call me, that I feel called to, just all of that. So I'll do my best. I'll see you there tomorrow, guys. I love you so much. Just keep swimming. Thank you, Marcus, for watching. Bye, Ellen. I'll get back with you in a little bit, and we'll see when another time could work good for us. Your time and our time is so weird. It's so crazy. I'll look at your replies and see the time difference. Okay? I love you bunches. Bye, everybody.